Geminis, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Geminis this week? Firstly, you have the Empress. Then you have the Ten of Swords. Then you have the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Cups. So as always, I'll talk you through these cards first and then clarify and get more out of them. But the Empress card firstly, man or woman doesn't matter. You're in a very beautiful, abundant energy this week. People are looking to you. People are admiring you and putting you on a pedestal because you're the Empress. This is also very healing. You're very focused on your own healing, and you're focused on yourself because you know you're allowed to be. And for me to say that, maybe in the past you're someone that's very selfless and very putting everyone else first, but not this week. You really are putting yourself of most importance. You are your own priority, and then everyone else comes second. And it's like within that, that's also healing others because they want to be more like you. How do we be more like you, Gemini? Oh, you're putting yourself first and focusing on your own healing and your own health and your own beauty and growing your own life and growing everything. Oh, okay, so we'll do that too. Like you're acting as almost like a role model in a way to others. So you don't have to put everyone else first. You putting yourself first does benefit everyone else. Ten of Swords. There is some type of ending that's happened recently that you're getting over this week. You're coming out the other side of something, so that could be a breakup, that could be a job, that could be, I don't know, but it's already happened. That's why I like the Ten of Swords, because it's not going to cause you any worry. It's already happened. This is something you're moving on from. You may have thought at the time it was the end of the world, but this week you're going to go, oh, that wasn't the end of the world. That wasn't the end of the world. I'm strong enough, I've pushed through, and there's better things ahead of me than what I left behind. And this is like the light at the end of the tunnel. Because you've been in a dark tunnel, and now this week you're going to see some type of light. You're going to see that kind of hope come through of, oh, better is coming. It could be around family life, just because you have Ten of Cups here, which is happily ever after, and it's like in the cards for you. So for me to say better is coming, and I'm looking at Ten of Cups, it could be definitely around that if you've been through any turmoil or endings in your family or relationships or things in your home life. Like things are resolving or new is coming, better is, healing is coming. Knight of Wands here, something you're very passionate about. I'm getting this really strange energy that you have a passion that others aren't supportive of, which is so strange, or they don't think it's going to work out, or I don't know why. It's almost like there could be an energy either around your career or just hobbies. Something you're working on or striving towards. If you were to share it or have recently shared it with others, there's a feeling that someone in particular would say, oh, are you sure? Or there's like a feeling of like, and it could be completely innocent of just somebody genuinely caring about you not wasting your time, or not, like they genuinely from their perspective aren't meaning anything bad. But I'm just getting this feeling that like, you're going to be in the position of having to be persistent in your optimism towards a goal, because it could dwindle for a second based on someone else's opinion of it. But it's going to come across really kind and genuine from this person, and I think that's almost making it worse, because if this person had toxic or negative intentions, you would be like, oh, you're just jealous, or you're just scared, or you could kind of just put it on them. But there's something where this person's genuinely just worried about you wasting your time, your money, or your energy on something that they don't see working out for you. And so because it's genuine worry and concern, that's why it could genuinely affect you. So stay optimistic. If you want something and you believe in yourself, stay on course, stay on that. Don't let somebody else make you question whether or not you're capable of achieving something you really want. And especially because honestly, I feel like you might be the type of person, if someone was to tell you you can't do something, you would then go and do it, right? Just to prove them wrong. But because it's this person, they don't mean it in a mean way, it might catch you off guard. They're genuinely like, is that a good idea? Are you sure? Are you sure you want to do that? Is that, Jen, do you think that you're capable of that? Like, because it's coming across so nicely and spoken so nicely, you might believe them, right? You might have reason to believe this person must know more than me about my skill level. They must know more than me about what I'm capable of. Nobody knows more than you what you're capable of. Only you know what you're capable of, and if you believe in it, please do it. Please go for it. Please continue towards it. 10 of Cups, happily ever after. Very positive. Your family life, your friendship circle, your circle in general. Very nice this week. And if you're watching this like, I don't really have much of a circle, I feel like that circle could be becoming a bit more complete. There could be new characters entering your story, or one person in particular that very much fills a gap. I just getting something about a circle come through completely. Like it's completing. If there is a missing puzzle piece in your life of a best friend or a relationship, or some of you, it's also 10 of Cups. This could be a child. You wanted a child or someone to care for. That's coming in. Maybe not this week, but there's something solidifying this week, it feels, where that circle's coming together, which is the weirdest thing to say, but it's something about a circle. Clarify the Empress. You have the 4 of Swords, which is healing. I was really getting that. I don't know if I said that at the beginning. You're focused on your healing. You're focused on prioritizing your overall healing. And I want to say it feels like not one particular thing. And because sometimes people can zero in on like you're trying to look after your emotional, your heart, or you're trying to look after your mental health, or you're trying to look after your physical health. This feels like overall, you know that it's all connected, everything matters, everything is aligned, and everything's in communication with everything all the time, and it's just something where you're really prioritizing all parts of your health and looking after you, and it's very inspiring to other people as well. Like I said, for those of you that have ever felt guilty for prioritizing yourself, continue not feeling guilty now, because this week you're not, but I just feel like I want you to stay like that. Continue knowing it's okay to look after yourself completely at all times and put yourself first at all times, because it does help others, because it shows them the way. You're showing them that that's the thing to do, and that way everyone can, to a certain degree, don't get me wrong, not all the time, but to a certain degree there's balance, look after themselves. You're inspiring people to, I don't know, like there could be I don't know why I'm getting a history of people in your family waiting. Like they were waiting for something, like they were waiting for the right time to heal, the right time, or to get sicker in order to heal. Like they needed permission to start healing. And there's something where you're going to show people that you don't have to wait for the right time to just look after yourself and heal and work on yourself. Strength card, clarifying the 10 of Swords. That's cool. That is amazing. Like I said, there's something where the light at the end of the tunnel, you thought that something was the end of the world, it felt like it. Strength card. It's just come to show you how freaking strong you are. Because if this hadn't have happened, whatever it is you recently went through, what recently ended, or recently you found yourself in a place of being like absolutely destroyed, and then you're going to get back up anyway, right? From this 10 of Swords, of thinking it was the end of the world, you're getting back up on this lion, and it's the opposite of the end of the world. You're stronger than ever. Like redemption, you're really redeeming yourself in some way. And like the Empress as well, not only are you redeeming yourself, but like you are beautiful, your energy is beautiful, you're not letting something ruin your positive, optimistic, happy, like you have such a good view, and you don't let something, because some people could turn bitter if they've been through this 10 of Swords. They could be strong, don't get me wrong, they could be strong, they've been through all this, but you're still staying like yourself. You're not letting something change you. Clarify the Knight of Wands, the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck, and it makes everything else happier. Really take what someone says with a pinch of salt. The reason I say that is I was getting that thing, that energy of you being very passionate towards something. There's a lot of positive happiness, positive happiness. There's a lot of positivity, happiness, joy, success, healing. There's so much abundance of warmth and love and happiness coming when you pursue what you're passionate about, what you're drawn towards, what you are inspired to create, to do, to make. There is so much success and happiness on the other side of you believing in your abilities to do that. With the Knight of Pentacles here, this is slow and steady wins the race. You're willing to go the long route. You're willing to take your time. This is like just believing in your ability to get to where you want to be. No matter what obstacle you find, you're like, well, I'll just figure out a way to get over that obstacle. No matter what like problem you run into, you know you'll be able to conquer it because like you've got past this now. You've overcome this. You've come out of this strong and hopeful for the future. Like, of course you can go for whatever you want. Then you're going to find success in it. That's why you have to not let anyone's opinions sway you from what you want to do, because you want to do it. Clarifying the Ten of Cups, you have Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is financial independence. It's being very solid in your finances, stability. Creating a very beautiful home, garden, life for yourself that you might be very cautious about who you let into it. Which is why it's very interesting I said there's a completion of your circle. If you've been keeping people out or just staying very to yourself and very picky about who you have around you, this week I definitely feel as if you're going to have an opportunity to let someone new in. Or even two people. I'm just looking at those squirrels and I just feel as if stay open-minded to positive people coming into your life that are very different to people that you've been around in the past, because there is a completion happening in your love or in your family or in your in your friendship circle, whatever it may be. There are positive people out there. People aren't all like the past, and there's a completion and just a happy, like an all-round happy energy. This is happily ever after. This is the most cups, the most joy, the most happiness. And then you have the major arcana of the Sun, of the happiest card in the deck. There's so much positivity in this. There's so much good stuff. As long as you stay rooted in this Empress energy, in believing in yourself. Somebody else, like I said, not to keep talking about, somebody else doesn't see something's possible for you. Doesn't mean it's not possible. They just can't see it, right? That doesn't, they should get their eyes checked, okay? They can't see it. Doesn't mean it's not there. Because you do have, you have the skill, you have the talent. Even if you don't have the talent right now, you're going to build it because you're so persistent in it. But I do feel like you do have the talent. It's almost like that energy of if you really like doing something, it's usually because you're very good at it. If you really enjoy it, it's because it's you're naturally gifted. You are. Do you know what I mean? It's like the opposite is like when you don't like something because you're bad at it. If you're really enjoying something, if you're getting a lot of happiness from it, it's because you know you're good at it. And I just think that you might doubt that, so don't doubt that. You're better than you realise. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, because obviously it's not happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tot Tarot Tuesdays.